You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Our house, this is the house of the neighborhood where Carly returned home. Minutes after she was found, after she returned there, you can see the police lights in the distance. Hoover police confirmed they received a phone call around 10:45 that she had returned home.
A few moments later.
Carly's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carly's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carly's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th, at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th, at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "Birmingham Bus Station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carly's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again. Thank y'all another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely fabulous. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, this is an update to a story I did on Monday where we had an alleged woman who goes by the name of Carly Russell who was said to be missing from Hoover, Alabama. And come to find out, this is what the police say.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That was a lie. But it's not the fact that this all seemed to be a lie, but it's just the fact of how people got mad at your boy. Yeah. So let me tell those people something. Just because you may hear something, you may agree with everything somebody say, or people can just tell you anything, that's on you. But you cannot sit up here and get mad at other people if they don't believe the hype, if they don't believe the cap and the lies. Because when I first heard the story, I was kind of hoping, and I was really hoping, wasn't no counter to it. I was hoping that she was telling the truth. But the more I heard, the more it didn't make sense. Now I want to ask you all this right here. Hopefully you all have your thinking caps on today because it's a damn shame. We're not going to waste no time today. Look, the Hoover Police Department did a press conference yesterday, and they laid out all the truth. And that's what this story right here is coming from. Because we're going to go by what they say, not what I say, not by what other bloggers say, but by the facts. Now, I want to ask you all this right here, and I hope you all have your thinking caps on today. Now, what's the chances of a woman Googling the movie Taken? And you already know what Taken is about. For those who don't know, let me inform you what it's about. Taken is about a movie starring Liam Neeson, who has a daughter. She was kidnapped on the movie, and Liam Neeson went to great lengths to get his daughter back. Had to kill all kind of people, do all kind of things. That was the movie Taken. Pretty much show women being abducted. Now ask yourself this right here also. What's the chances of a person Googling that movie, then they wind up allegedly being taken? And also Carly Russell internet searches where she was basically typing in, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" Also the second Google search she did, "How to take money from a register." The third Google search she did. Bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. She was trying to get the hell up out of Birmingham. Anyway, and then also the movie Taken. And then the final Google search when she said, what is the maximum age of an Amber Alert? Now I want you all to remember one thing, is these searches took place July the 11th. Now ask yourself this, what kind of person does internet searches like that? And also, why would you Google how to take money from a register? Now they also say they have Carly Russell on video surveillance camera from her job, stealing from her job, basically a bathrobe and some toilet paper. I don't know if her stomach was hurting bad or what, but something strange is definitely going on. But as you all can see, it's something definitely wrong with this story. Now, she must understand when she sat up here and said that she was missing and she was abducted, it made the city of Hoover, Alabama look very bad when she came out and said that she was abducted, because it makes it seem like the police are not doing their job. And you also have to think about the residents in Hoover and the pressure that they put on the police, because if it was somebody really missing, guess what? Maybe it could be somebody in their family, or maybe even one of them or their children. So the pressure was on the police to bring forward the truth. Now, it's a lot more going to be broke down, but we're going to let the police talk for themselves today. But anyway, we will break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, Carly Russell case, police admit they don't believe she was ever abducted. Now, if they don't believe it, why in the hell should we believe it? And then you got people have the nerve want to get mad at me talking about Trey. That ain't like you. Hard as I go for missing people and people who have been murdered, been doing this almost 7 years, and then that person have the nerve to come at me like that. Like I'm going to sit up here and make a video trying to bash somebody who I would have thought was kidnapped or missing. No, I don't do that. But at the same time, if you're telling a lie and I'm knowing that it's a lie and I'm believing in my heart it's a lie, even though I was giving it the benefit of the doubt, guess what? You cannot sit up here and get mad at me just because something don't make no sense to me. Anyway, now this comes from the press conference just yesterday from the Hoover Police Department, because I want you to hear what they have to say, and we'll break it down as we go. Now, this is what the police chief had to say. He said, we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety in relation to this case, despite Carly's claim that she was kidnapped. Hoover police made that announcement Wednesday during a press conference. And guess what? I watched that press conference twice, and I was just up there just clutching my chain like, damn, chief, speak the truth, speak the truth. Because, you know, when you sit up here and do stories like this and people try to sit up here and bash the bloggers and other people, not true enough, some people do have malicious intent. It's true enough. Some people don't give a damn, but I am not one of those people. I am for the average man and the average woman. You get what I'm saying? My goal is to tell the truth. Why would I want to sit up here and lie? I built my reputation on speaking the truth. Anyway, let's continue. They also said her search engine showed she looked at information about Amber Alerts, the movie Taken, and how to steal from a cash register. Now, ain't that quite suspect that you would get allegedly missing, abducted, or kidnapped July the 12th, but July the 11th, you up here looking up how to take money from a register? Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert? Like, who do that? That sounds like somebody who's trying to plan something. And it's right there, you all face right there, so you can't come back and say, well, Trey, you lying. No, we're not going to do that today. Anyway, the Hoover Police Department and the chief wasn't done yet, because guess what? Now they got to do damage control. Now, here's the timeline of the Carly Russell case. It says right here, authorities say sometime Wednesday, July the 12th, in the evening time, surveillance video shows her stealing from the business, a spa, where she was working and taking a robe and toilet tissue. Like, damn, you going to lay up in a hotel room, or is your stomach hurting bad for you to have toilet paper? What do you need toilet paper for? I don't understand that part. Anyway, they say she also stopped at Target and got snacks, including granola bars and cheeses. Sound like somebody trying to go on a bench or hide out some damn well. Because you already know you get a granola bar and some cheeses, guess what? That may fill you up. You won't have to eat all damn day long. Anyway, let's continue. Now, she also stopped at a restaurant and got more food. And from there, she got in her car and eventually got on I-459, where we see this video right here, eventually of her pulling up. And I also want to mention this because the police chief made a lot of good points, just like the same points that I made in the video I did Monday, even though a lot of people didn't like it, but it was the truth. Now, if a child is walking on the side of the road and she has cars beside her, cars in front of her, cars behind her, guess what? She wouldn't have been the first person to see that child. And also, even the chief said that, why would you travel 600 yards saying that you found a child while you was on 911? Because that's what the video showed, and it showed her car moving. So unless this child was running track or the child was on a bicycle, no way you could have been following a child for 600 yards while you on the phone with 911. Because guess what? You would have ran over the child, or the child would have been somewhere else. It wasn't no damn child. Anyway, let's continue. Now, around 3:03 p.m. Wednesday night, she called 911. Police played the audio from the call during the news conference. In a detailed call, she told the operator she saw a toddler in a t-shirt walking along I-459, and she was pulling over to get out to help him. She also called her mom, who reportedly heard her scream, and nothing else after that. Now, I thought it was her boyfriend's sister who heard her scream, because that's what the first article said. Anyway, her parents reported that she was possibly abducted. And guess what? We don't have no clue of that. And these must be the nicest kidnapper in the damn world, because I don't know what kidnapper will sit up here and kidnap you for 2 days, drive you around, and then switch vehicles. You manage to get out the damn vehicle, and then you able to just walk home. And you would think that somebody that got kidnapped, abducted, and been missing for 2 days and going through all kinds of trauma, you would think that as soon as you was able to get out the vehicle from the people, that you would run to the first place that you could and tell them to call the police. What person be kidnapped, escape, and then just walk casually home? That's what I want to know, because they have her on people's surveillance cameras walking to her house. You would think that she would be in fear. She would be running. She would run to the first house and say, "Please help me. My name is Carly Russell. I'm the person that's been on the news." You would think it would have been a lot more than that, other than somebody just walking calm up the street. Anyway, let's continue, because that made somebody mad. Now, Hoover police arrived in minutes and found her purse, her wig, her phone, but no sign of the item she stole, and no snacks from Target. Now, isn't that strange? Everything that could be used to track you was left behind. But guess what was taken? The bathrobe and the toilet paper. Guess what? You got to use the bathroom. You got to have something to wipe your butt. And maybe that bathrobe was used just to keep it warm or whatnot. And also, no snacks from Target. So you got to eat something. I mean, does that sound like somebody being kidnapped? Now, anyway, let's continue. Search and rescue crews came out along with K9 teams, Hoover Police Department, and the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, and more came out looking for Carly. Had everybody out there looking for Carly. They mad as hell right now. They found nothing. You see it right there? Nothing. They also reviewed traffic cameras and other 911 calls and found no evidence of a toddler or missing child near that area. And that's why I asked the great people in Alabama and also the great people in the city of Hoover, was it a missing person report? Was it an Amber Alert out? And those people told me they heard not a damn thing. They said it was nothing about a missing child or anything like that. And then you had some people saying it was a midget. So either it's a midget or a child. I mean, who in the hell can't tell the difference between a child and a midget? Now, true enough, a midget is short, but at the same time, you can look at a midget face and tell they look about 30 or 40 in the face. A child don't look that old in the face unless you got a daddy that's about 70 years old. Your mama was 15 or 20. Anyway, let's continue, because somebody got mad at that too. Now, on Saturday night, Carly Russell returned home on foot. Ain't God is good. Home surveillance footage in the neighborhood shows her walking up to her home and knocking on the door. She was taken to UAB to be evaluated. They did observe that she had a cut or injury on her lip and money in a sock. Now, what you doing with money in a sock? Also, it goes on to say, in Carly's statement to Hoover Police Department, that this way it get real funky. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole batch of collard greens. It says right here, she told police that a man abducted her and forced her into a car from I-459. She said the next thing she remembers being in a trailer of an 18-wheeler with a man, woman, and a child. She said the man was heavy set with orange hair in a bald spot. Like, damn, you remember all that? But at the same time, you can't remember exactly where you was at the whole 2 days. So you mean to tell me that somebody would kidnap you? People looking for you all over. You got the sheriff's office looking for you. You got the police department. You got the FBI. You got Secret Service. You got all these people looking for you. And the dumb kidnappers, the only thing they could do is just drive you around in circles, drive you around the same area they kidnapped you at. And then they switch vehicles, and then you manage to escape, but you walk casually home and bypass every house before you got to your home, because your house was not the first house there. You would think that somebody was terrified, traumatized, and fearing for their life. The first thing they would have done is went to the first house that they seen. I know I would have. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't know if they're going to come back and kill you or try to abduct you again. Anyway, let's continue. That made too much sense. Now, Carly told police that she escaped, but they caught her and put her in a car where she was restrained. She said the woman fed her cheese and crackers and played in her hair. Now, ask yourself this right here. You managed to escape, but you got caught again and they restrained you, and a woman was playing in your hair and feeding you cheese and crackers? That don't make no damn sense. She also said she thinks they took pictures of her, but she wasn't sexually violated like that. So you think they took pictures of you, but you remember them playing in your hair. You remember you escaping. You remember what they fed you. You remember the child. You remember the 18-wheeler, but you don't remember if they took pictures of you. That don't make no damn sense. Now, let's go on. Eventually, she was put in the back of the vehicle and was able to escape in the West Hoover area. Now, the same spot that she was allegedly missing at, guess what? That same spot is not too far from her house because people from that area told me that. Now, it's quite strange that, and I'm not saying that she was at home. I'm not saying her parents are involved. All I'm saying is that this is just one big lie to me. It sounds like that. Even the police are basically saying that. Now, what's the chance of somebody getting kidnapped not too far from their house and then manage to escape from that vehicle not too far from their house when you have the police once again looking for you, the Secret Service, the Sheriff's Office, everybody looking for you? What kidnapping they right mind right around the circle with somebody they have abducted? What person does that? I don't understand that part right there. Maybe you all can tell me. Anyway, let's finish up. Now, this is the last thing and the most condemning thing of the whole thing, like I told you on the beginning of the video, about these internet searches, because that's very strange that a person that would be abducted, missing, would do strange internet searches the day before. They're just like if you type in, where to find leprechauns, then you do that Monday, you go outside Tuesday, guess what? It's 10 leprechauns outside your damn door. That's strange, ain't it? Anyway, now police continue to investigate her story and got help from the U.S. Secret Service. They searched her cell phone starting on July the 11th. She searched different terms like this. Number one, as you all remember, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert? Number two, how to take money from a register. Number three, bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. What the hell is in Nashville? And number four, the movie Taken. And then number five, what is the maximum age of an Amber Alert? Ain't that strange right there? And then you wind up missing right after that. And then mysteriously, you're able to just walk home freely on your own free will without looking scared on the cameras or whatnot. That don't make sense. You all let me know what you think about this story because it smells like something is just not right in the damn buttermilk today. Anyway, thank you all to my subscribers and also to the Hoover Police Department for keeping it real because it's all about keeping it real. And no, once again, for those who are still listening, we do not try to condemn anybody. We just want the truth because I do this from the heart because I really care about these people. But at the same time, I do not care to be lied to. I do not like liars. Now, you all can say what you want to say, but at the same time, if you got to go through all these twists and turns, all these loopholes, chances are somebody's not telling the truth. Anyway, I told you all what I think. Now you all let me know what you think. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And I will keep you all updated as more info come out about this story. Anyway, I will see you all soon on the next video. You all take care and much love to all of you all. And thank you all for tuning in. And guess what? I'm out.